What's up, everybody? Bootsy Greenwood here, and here to talk to you a little bit today about Tufty Priestess. It is pronounced Tufty, so yeah, apologies there. Didn't mean to mislead you, but that's why you need to be thinking for yourself. I've been listening to this book a lot, even though it has my own voice on it, and I wanted to talk a little bit about some of these ideas today. First of all, the awareness center, okay? We all have a place that's between the inner screen and the outer screen, right? So the outer screen is just whatever's going on out here. The inner screen we do retreat to usually when we're in a bad mood. If we're real introverted, those types of things, we're usually, kind of just trapped inside of our own head. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, it's good to be able to listen inside, but that doesn't necessarily mean inside here, right? Like that's more inside here. That voice and this voice are two very different voices. So we want to try to, because this is the inner screen, outer screen, and here's the awareness center. It's in our heart, right? It is our soul. That's where the rustle of the morning stars is going to be found. So that's where we want to focus, as often as possible. And if meditation helps you with that, then do it. If not, that's fine. I personally try and focus on that at all times. Like I get lost, I fall asleep, all of that kind of stuff. Now I want to talk about a little bit about, so I've always talked about this idea of holding our arms up in the mirror, right? Okay. So we're holding our arms up in the mirror. This is me. Actually, this is me. But like holding our arms up in the mirror. So here's where we are. This is you, right? This is you who you identify as. That or me, right? Or I. Right? So this is how we sort of identify as this person in physical form on this side of the mirror. And when we hold our arms up in the mirror, here's all the spaces of alternates. All these different lifelines, all these different possibilities are available to us when we focus and project our thoughts into the other side of the mirror. Let's say we want to get on this lifeline, right? We want to stay present or aware in our awareness center, and we want to smile, and we want to feel the feels, all the feels for this particular lifeline, right? While we're here in this moment. Everything that's happening here, all the script, all the decorations, this horribly drawn lamp, which is a floor lamp, right? It is already predetermined. We can't change it. It's already been determined by all of our previous thoughts, which are boomerangs, which are shooting over to this side of the mirror. So maybe that lamp was on one of these other tracks, and that's, how it got to here. So we're in this frame, and we're stuck in this frame for now. However, we can project the upcoming frame, and that's what we're doing when we focus on something like this. But here's what I want to add to this. And this tripped me out when I was listening to Tufty the other day. As he says, or she says, actually, that there's another version of you on the other side of the mirror. In fact, for every one of these lifelines, there's a different mannequin of you, right? So this could be opera singer, this could be lawyer, this could be voyeur, I don't know. I'm just rhyming things now. But all of these different versions of ourselves, they all exist on the other side of the mirror. So what if we did this? Remember that do have be exercise that I was saying? Just go ahead and be the thing that you want to be, okay? Well, here's what he's saying. He's saying that we can access ourselves from the other side of the mirror. So what if we flip the script and we say, okay, here's me on this side of the mirror. I identify with this version of myself, right? This is, my ideal version of self, okay? And I'm going to project that into this frame right now and beam this out through here to get onto this life track. Now I know this seems a little weird, but think about it. Instead of us being at the cause on the physical side? What if we're at the cause and we identify from the metaphysical side, beam that over to the physical side, and then shoot that, and then all of a sudden this whole thing like wraps together in this weird way, and we're basically like skipping steps. We're basically like saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and feel and identify with this particular mannequin, he or she calls it in the book. And from this side, like if you can feel yourself from the other side, now there's that observer, right? There's that higher self accessed already, and we're beaming our awareness from the other side of the mirror to our now living body, right? To this meat suit, right? To our meat coats, to our beef suit. Anyway, I'll stop coming up with stupid jokes, but think about it like that. And try that out and see what that's like. Because I've had a lot of people, where's the plate? Where's the plate? Well, I need to know where the plate is. Well, I had the same feeling. I felt the same way. Man, these new markers are good, huh? I'm gonna have to wash this board. But I want to go through that, and that's how we're gonna access to that particular mannequin, right? So here we are again. All right, so this is us. And we want to project to the other side of the mirror. And here's what we want to use. We want to feel around our head a little weird, freaky Star Wars tail. Actually, that looks like Rambo. All right, let me try this again. Okay, so we're going to do it this is from the back, okay? That's the back of your head, right? Like this cul-de-sac right here. And then you've got a rat tail coming down from the cul-de-sac right here, okay? That goes in between your shoulder blades. Here we go, like that, all right? So that I literally feel around, it feels like fire. It feels like the top of my head just got sawed off. It's like a fire. And that's just how I feel it. I want to make it very clear that no matter how you feel it, it's okay. And you should feel it the way that you feel it. But here's now that looks like the back of Donatello. I don't know why, that's a Mutant Ninja Turtle. But that's our plate, okay? And it's coming off our back of our head like that, okay? It's like a ponytail, that's why it's called a plate or a braid. So it's coming back between the shoulder blades, which guess what? It's equal to our heart. It's on the other side of our heart. It's on the back of our heart. So when we feel and focus on this, it will raise up, okay? When we feel this and focus on it, it raises up, okay? And now, after we cut our head off, right, with all the fire, now all this energy is just shooting up through the top of our head, right? Like a Daniel Johnston photo, okay? And maybe I'll link that in the description or something. So there's your plate right there. Focus on it. This thing right here, okay? Your Rambo bandana that's tied off in the back, and put that up in the air, and then you broadcast that to the other side of the mirror, to this whatever version of yourself you want to bring into the physical. And then now the metaphysical version of that self is beaming who you are back like a boomerang to you, and you start to walk in that awareness. You're the observer as well as a participant. But when we shift from one side of the mirror to the other, we're going from this is participant side of the mirror, and this is observer. So when we connect to this meta version of ourselves and focus it, now we can beam whatever we want to the mirror, and it's gonna act correspondingly. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps with the plate, braid, whatever you call it. The assemblage point, the umbrage point, I've heard a lot of different things. That's how I personally experience it. Whatever your personal sensations are, go with that. Go with your intuition, okay? Go with what you feel, go with what you think feels right, because that's right. We're all individuals. We all have different fingerprints. The sky is always different every single day. It will never repeat itself. No cloud formation you will ever see again. So experience you as you experience you. And don't let me or anybody else tell you how you should feel or what this particular thing is. Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to share each experiences with each other, and we're going to have some commonality between them, but they're always going to vary. So it's good to have that individual experience. It's good to feel the way you feel on the inside. That's why I'm having so much fun talking to so many people in this movement, because we're each shining a light on different nuances and different ideas within these larger sets of ideas. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's somewhat helpful. Be sure to comment below. I've got lots of stuff going on. I'm headed out in a few days to go to Spain for a month. So I will be completely off the map. So if you try to reach out to me and you don't hear from me, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just in Spain working on a cruise ship and there's no Wi-Fi. So as soon as I get Wi-Fi, as soon as I get a chance to sit down at a cafe or something over there, then I will sit down and I will answer your comments. And when I get back in September, I'm going to hit it really hard and then just keep hammering these out. I'm excited to take some of these ideas with me as I travel, and I'm going to be testing stuff out. I'm going to be making notes, and I'm going to be emceeing and doing cool things and doing some comedy and stuff. And I'm really excited. I get to transurf a little bit, and I love teaching this stuff, but I also love applying it. So I'm going to be doing that. So again, if you don't hear from me for a little while, don't worry, don't trip. I'm coming right back, and I love connecting with everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Check me out on gumroad.com/BootsyGreenwood. Try me out on patreon.com/BootsyGreenwood. I'll try and at least schedule a few things to come out while I'm gone so that it's not crickets. But as far as videos and stuff, I probably am not going to have very much of an opportunity to do that. But the Reality Transurfing podcast will continue. Transurf and Chill will continue, and stuff on Patreon will continue to post and publish while I'm gone. Thank you all very much, and I will see you next time.